Wow, wow, wow. So I just watched the Fight Eye interview. Shout out to them. They just did the press conference for Triple G versus Sergey Derevyanchenko, vacant IBF middleweight scrap. Good scrap, too. Um, Triple G admitted he's a little bit scared. Um, I don't know if he's scared. I think he meant, well, he said scared, so take from what he actually said. Um, you guys can check out that Fight Hype interview, or not interview, but he said it on in the press conference. And I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that's why you were willing to vacate or not vacate, willing to get stripped last year in order to fight Canelo Alvarez in the rematch. So Derevyanchenko is a good fighter. Um, very, very deep amateur background. They did fight in the amateurs. I think they split one apiece. He had 24 fights in the. It's like World Super Boxing, something like that. World Boxing Series, something like that. I think he had like 30 or so fights in that. I know Lomachenko had a couple of fights in there too, but they don't actually count as professional fights. They're not amateurs per se because you're not fighting with headgear or anything like that. But you're, it just didn't count as professional. I don't know why, but they didn't. I know Terrell Gausha, he had a couple of fights in there as well. But like I said, I don't know why they don't count it as professional fights, but it is what it is. Um, but Triple G, clearly admitting that this is a fight he can't not be focused for, and I agree. He's fighting a top 6, 7 middleweight in Derevyanchenko, probably top 5 now since Jacobs bounced. Um, so it's a good fight. I'll probably still rock with Triple G to win, but it's not going to be an easy fight. I don't see this being an easy fight for either guy. I think Triple G definitely has the advantage with the height and reach. I think Triple G's like 5'10" with a 70-inch reach. I think Derevyanchenko's like 5'8", 5'9" with the 67-inch reach. So the reach advantage is definitely going to be key for Triple G using that jab. You know, um, it'll be a good fight. Derevyanchenko has a nice work rate. Changes levels pretty well. Sneaky body attack. Throws punches and bunches pretty well. Um, Shown a good beard, good chin, decent power too. Triple G, we know he can crack. Also a very good chin, maybe the best chin in that division. Um, we typically don't see a lot of big Eastern European fights in America because I think it's in Madison Square Garden, October 5th. It'll be on the zone. I think Triple G has some type of working relation with Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn did the press conference. So, and I didn't see Tom Lawford there, so I don't know what's officially going on in that aspect. Maybe they're co-promoting, or maybe Eddie Hearn is taking the full reins with Triple G's promotion. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But it's a good fight. Top 5 middleweights. Both guys can crack, so either guy can get dropped or knocked out. October is going to be faster than you think. October 5th. It's the 22nd right now, so it really got a month. So hopefully both guys have been training pretty well. But Triple G, I've never seen him too out of shape. It's weird. When the Canelo fights were happening, he looked a little bit pudgy, but mostly Triple G's been in good shape. So. And Derevyanchenko is always in good shape. So this is actually a sneaky, good fight. Boxing is kind of weird. Early in the year, we had a lot of good fights. Late in the year, we're getting a lot of good fights. But, we're also competing with, the NBA. Football is going to be back pretty soon, in about 2 weeks. So I'm just curious why, we can't get big fights in the summer, especially after June when the NBA Finals is gone. There's no NFL, there's no college football. The only sport you're really competing with is baseball. They're kind of a dying sport, just like, boxing is. So, why not make more big fights in the summer? That would make more sense to me. But that's just me going off on a tangent. But it is a good fight. Typically, you don't see a lot of fighters admit fear of another fighter. Um, we'll see. Some guys don't have a problem admitting that, hey, this dude's tough, or yeah, I'm a little scared. The guy can crack. Typically we don't see that from fighters. That's kind of the last thing you would suspect of a fighter, especially Triple G's been the boogeyman of that division for so long. Not so much now. I would say that's probably more Demetrius, Andrade, and Charlo. But this is a good fight, man. I'm glad it's happening. Regardless of what Canelo and he's doing, and I wish Triple G and Derevyanchenko can fight Charlo or Andrade. I think those are good fights. But this is no sleeper. This is definitely a good fight. Yeah, it should be a good action-packed fight. I don't see it being boring at all. Someone could get dropped, rocked, and stopped. Definitely a good chance for that. So we'll see what happens. But it was interesting to hear Triple G admit that he had a little bit of worry about Derevyanchenko. And they did fight in the amateur, so he probably remembered something. But we can only go by what the fighters actually say and do. So we'll see what happens on Fight Night. It will be on October 5th on the Zone. That's in Square Garden. Kind of Triple G's second home. I think even he admitted as much. So we'll see. But I thought that was definitely interesting. Drop comments. Let me know what you guys think about Triple G admitting a little bit of fear. Do you think he's just selling the fight, promoting the fight, or just could be legitimate? So we'll see what happens. But drop comments, like, subscribe, stay tuned. You guys take it easy.